All right, welcome to another episode to Fight Fans, where we talk about all things in combat sports. I'm one fight fan, Colin,
And I'm the other Stewart.
and we got a lot of fights announced this week, Stu.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of like a smorgasbord episode of
Yep,
just like random ass shit, a charcuterie of shit fights,
there we
or good
go.
fights, you know.
Maybe,
Do you
maybe.
want to talk about this UFC Shanghai card at all, or do you want to just
Okay.
jump into the fight announcements?
Are there any fights on the card that you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I think like the Aljamain Sterling Brian Ortega fight's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
It sounds like it's going to be a catch weight of 153
Yeah, yeah.
because it looks like Brian Ortega is sick or really
Again,
mismanaged his weight cut or something.
yeah.
Um,
That's like
so
the
that's kind
second
of interesting
time in third fight in three fights that's happened, isn't it?
that he's had weight issues.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think he missed weight for um any of his fights previously.
I thought they did this kind of the something very similar where like they last minute changed the
Uh,
uh no they
no,
didn't
'cause his last fight was at the Sphere, where he got pasted by Diego Lopez. And then before that, he fought Yair Rodriguez, and then before that, it was his Yair Rodriguez fight in 2022 when he blew out his shoulder.
oh,
Oh, yeah, no
okay.
wait. I think he had planned to go up to 155 at one point because he was like, I'm never gonna get a title shot again at 145.
Mm.
But then they just keep giving him fights at 145. So I guess he just made though. Like I don't know, man. His body's probably failing him. He's gets so injured and he's been out so much, and he gets the shit kicked out of him every time he fights. It feels like so.
Yeah.
I think it's yeah. So that fight's interesting. I think Aljamain Sterling will probably win.
Mhm.
But Aljamain Sterling's never really fought like a really dangerous submission threat.
Yeah.
Like Piotr Jan is good at submissions, but like it's not his A game, and it is Brian Ortega's A game.
Mhm.
Question also stands like dude, I don't know. Brian Ortega pulled out all of his feathers and smashed his beak and believes birds grow back their fucking feet or
Right.
whatever. Like he's on some next level bro science. So who knows? Maybe that's why he missed weight. Maybe he was doing some sort of crazy shit. He was just drinking like distilled water and nothing else for like a month, and then his body was like, "Hey man, we need actual like minerals in this water. You can't just be drinking distilled or some shit." I don't know. Um, Anyway, so it should be interesting. I think this dude, this might be Brian Ortega's last fight. Like, I feel like at any moment his entire body just is gonna fall apart. And if
Yeah.
missing weight by 8 pounds is any indication, it might be the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Or that
Yeah.
might have been the Volkanovski fight. The beginning of the end often feels like the middle. So yeah,
Yeah, you've said that a few times now, and it's proven very true, so
yeah. I'm putting curses. I'm like a gypsy or a witch, putting curses on these fools. Do you have any fights you're interested in?
yeah, the Brian Ortega and Aljamain Sterling one I was interested in. Suma Derji and Leonard Kavanaugh. So
Oh, it's Lorna Kavanaugh and Charles Johnson. Sumidaerji's fighting Kevin Borjas.
right. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I
those
meant
2
those as
fights.
two
I get it.
separate fights. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this should be good. I'll be interested to see, yeah, how Kevin Borjas looks. Sumidaerji also good. Like, always exciting to have new flyweights. There's 2 flyweight fights, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Lorna Kavanaugh looking good. Going against Charles Johnson. That should be a really good fight. Do you have any,
Mhm.
like, inkling of who will win or what those fights will look like?
Not really, because I don't know anything about Kevin Borjas. Uh, and have we talked about Charles Johnson yet?
Yeah, man. Both of them fought Josh Van.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Borjas
Yeah, he
fought
got
Josh
that.
Van, and Charles Johnson was the only guy to beat Josh Van.
Yeah, he got that like last round knockout when he was getting like beaten up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That'll be good.
yeah. So two former Josh Van opponents. Both pretty good. Man, like Loner Kavanaugh looks like he's fantastic and kind of like not the next Josh Van, but like the new upcoming prospect. Charles Johnson, though, we know he'll hurt your new upcoming prospects. We saw him do it with Josh Van. We see him do it quite a bit. So I will be interested to see what happens. Yeah, in both of these fights. Oh yeah, and Charles Johnson beat Sumaderji as well. So
Yeah.
everyone's fighting everyone. And then the rest of these fights are like actually really bad. Like just shouldn't take place in the
Mhm.
UFC. Shouldn't even take place probably in the PFL. Like these are some third tier fights. Yep. Yep. And then of course there's the obligatory heavyweight fight overall.
Oh, yeah.
Which we will never discuss. So dude, Waldo Costa Ortez. He might be the worst ranked heavyweight that has ever existed in the UFC.
Uh,
Like legitimately. Um yeah. He's bad.
tell me more. Tell me more. Why
Yeah,
why do
dude,
you why
he's
you hate
he's
on him
just
so
he's
much?
just well, he's just bad. He just does nothing. He just doesn't do anything, right?
Mhm.
Like he just floats around on the outside very slowly, lands a leg kick, then like retreats on a straight line to the cage, then like circles out, then we'll throw like a 1-2 that's really sloppy, and then like stall for 5 minutes, and then he wins a round.
Mhm.
And because the rest of the heavyweights suck, they're like confused by this. They're like, I'll just wait him out. Maybe he'll self implode. And I guess that is his one skill is he never self implodes, where like every other heavyweight does. So, but dude, to be number 6th in the world in this division and be that bad, I
Oh,
mean, like
he's ranked
it,
6th?
yeah. And
Jeez.
he's truly belt level shit everywhere. Like it's kind of nuts, man. Like legit. If you hate yourself, watch this fight. Now maybe Sergey Pavlovich will kill him in like 10 seconds. But just
Mhm.
watch a Waldo Costa Ortez fight and just like tell me like if that was somebody sparring or competing on your team, would you go like, "I actually can't let you go back out there because it's so bad, you might get hurt and or embarrass the team." Like, that's how this dude fights. Like,
Jesus.
he's bad, but he keeps
Alright.
winning.
Yeah.
So, hey, I guess you can't argue with the results, but yikes, 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 yikes. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's UFC Shanghai. It's a weird card.
It
It's
is.
a weird card. It's they you can really see what they're doing at the very top with Zhang Mingyang and Johnny Walker. Zhang Mingyang has got chin like a cinder block and those seductive puppy dog eyes, and he knocks people out. And Johnny Walker, when he gets knocked out, is a real goofy man, and so I think they're banking on like, oh man, we're gonna get a Chinese star in here, and he's gonna have this knockout that's gonna go viral because Johnny Walker will probably like it'll be like when ragdoll physics are turned up to like 200 in a game, right? And like somebody gets
Yeah.
hit in the head and then they just like cartwheel 30 times through the air and their limbs go all over the place. Like that'll happen. It'll be like a glitch in the UFC game. Um, or Johnny Walker, because he's huge, will knock out Zhang Minyang because I don't think Zhang Minyang's ever gone past like the first round. So who knows if he even has cardio? Yeah, it's 3 first round knockouts
Oh,
in the
jeez.
UFC. So who
Yeah.
knows? Anyway, I won't watch this card.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'll say. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
not
watch it.
planning on it either. I think it's
Yeah.
actually on Friday night it's airing because of the time change too.
Oh yeah. No, it's 3 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday.
Oh, jeez, okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not waking up at fucking 3 a.m. to watch this fucking shit. Anyway. All right, let's talk about like other good stuff because that was bad. Let's cleanse my mouth. Give me something.
Alright,
Cleanse my
alright.
mouth. I can't believe now that's out in the ether forever, recorded.
Yep.
My voice saying that.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Okay.
there were a number of fights announced, one of which you kind of said, RDR versus Fluffy Hernandez in your home country of Vancouver on October 18th.
Not only is Vancouver a country,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
a
is
big country.
it's a big country. Yeah. Yeah, it is in my greater metropolitan area of Vancouver.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the thing that kind of like is a little odd to me. One, it's an awesome fight. I love it. Like this is a delight. This is exactly what you want in the middleweight division. The question I have is we have in October RDR and Hernandez fighting, and in September we have Kai Bahalio and Imavov fighting. Uh, Khamzat Chimaev said he wants to fight at the end of October on the Abu Dhabi card, or maybe it's the Saudi Arabian card. There's some
Oh.
Middle Eastern card in
Mhm.
the end of October that Khamzat wants to fight on. Those are your top 4 contenders at middleweight that you're suddenly tying up in very quick succession.
Yeah.
Who is gonna fight Khamzat then?
Yeah, I don't know. Did he say who he wanted to fight for his first, defense?
No, he said whoever. Um,
No.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, good. Thanks, Hamzat. Really,
Yeah,
really making it easy to make. But like, okay, it can't be Drickus. Imavov and Kai Bahalio are tied up.
right.
Lanier DeRitter and Anthony Hernandez are tied up. It's not going to be Robert Whitaker or Brendan Allen or Michael Page. So that leaves Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland. Do you think they're going to do a Sean Strickland fight with Hamzat Chimaev?
Do you think Sean Strickland will make it to?
I don't know. I mean, I know they have like online beef, whatever that's worth, but I mean, it's worth a lot in the UFC.
Mhm.
I just like, I don't know. The RDR Hernandez fight is amazing. Love it. Very cool. Um, I will not be attending the fight in Vancouver though, because tickets are stupid expensive and
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's hard out here in these streets. I don't got money for that. But like, also, yeah, I don't know. It's overshadowed by this, like, well, who's Hamzat gonna fight? Because Hamzat wants to fight one more time this year, and I would like him to fight one more time this year,
Yeah,
but I don't want it against Sean Strickland or Izzy.
yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So why this fight? Um, Also, why Vancouver? I find it a little odd. Like, I know we don't really have any Canadian like stars, but I'm also like, this is a weird fight to
Yeah.
put in Vancouver. I
It is kinda
guess.
weird, like you said, like, to have a title eliminator or a number one-ish contender with Imavov and, Kyle Bahalio, and then this fight literally, like, right after.
Yeah, because it sounds like what they're trying to do is, like, whoever wins and is, like, the freshest to go or has the best result, they'll be like, "Hey, do you wanna turn around in, like, 4 weeks and fight Hamzat or some shit?"
Mhm.
Or, like, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right? Like, again, I love the idea that Hamzat will get a fight, and I love the idea of seeing these fighters compete more often. A, so they can get paid, and so that, like, I get to be entertained by it, but I like watching fights when both fighters have had full camps so they can put on their best performance,
Right,
right?
right.
I don't wanna watch an NFL season where I go like, "The team's never practiced, actually. This is the first time they've ever run any of these plays," and it's like, dude, it's just gonna be the most like that's not high level football. It's gonna look like fucking high school football. Like, why
Right,
would I
right.
wanna watch that? Um, I mean, RDR Hernandez is a cool fight, though. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, I think we've talked about it in the last couple times, and it is very, they possess unique skill sets for middleweights. So, but yeah, I mean, you said RDR kind of like goofier DDP, Fluffy Hernandez, weird cardio like attempts here. So,
Mhm.
like, yeah, it's a good fight, you know?
Yeah, both submission wrestlers, which is cool. I guess, like, maybe they put it up here for Hernandez because, like, smoking weed in Vancouver is, like, basically you can do it wherever you want, like, nobody cares, and we know that boy rolls hard, so,
Yeah.
maybe that's why. What else is on that card? Because I remember seeing there were quite a few fights on that card.
Yeah. They also announced Cheeto Vera versus Eamon Zahabi on it.
Okay, that's, okay. Marlon
Yeah,
Vera
it's
gonna
not
try
like
to
the
take one
sexiest
back.
fight, you
Yeah,
know.
take one back for, Jose Aldo? Though Marlon Vera also, if it's only a 3-round fight, we know he basically punts on the first 2 rounds. So, okay, this is alright, whatever,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, what else we got on
Uh,
there?
what
Kevin
else
Holland,
was?
Mike Malott? Ugh.
Yeah.
Mike Malott, my boy. We we try to love you because you're a Canadian man, but boy howdy, Kevin Holland's probably gonna beat you. It's actually a pretty whatever card. You've got Manon
Yeah.
Fiorot and Jasmine Jastovicius in there, which like, okay. Jasmine Jastovicius, like the best Canadian fighter we actively have, so we'll pour one out for her, but yeah. all right. It's a cool main event, and then besides that, it's like whatever. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Again, like middleweight is just in this weird spot where like, why are we suddenly having all of the contenders fight each other right off the bat? Like, why are we
right.
not lining at least one person up to fight Hamzat next?
Yeah.
Especially because like I don't know. I don't know what Dricus's team is thinking, but like it's not like he got hurt in that fight. Like he could probably fight Rainier de Ritter soon, you know?
Right,
And like Rainier de
right.
Ritter just fought, and Anthony Hernandez just fought.
Yeah, that's why I was so, like it was interesting that they were put together, but they also, like it's a very quick turnaround for both of them.
Yeah. So it's I mean, it's just it's the UFC being a slave to their calendar, you know.
Mhm.
Um so yeah, whatever. I don't know. Are they gonna botch? They finally got like an interesting champion, even though he kind of had a stinker of a performance. But like, are they just gonna botch the middleweight division rankings now, like with record speed now that they have Hamzat there? Or maybe they
Yeah.
know. Maybe they know Hamzat really the thing that we always feared, which is like he'd fight once every 2 years. You
Yeah.
know, like maybe they're like, we got to keep this division moving, and like this would set up maybe an interim title fight a year from now when Hamzat can't make it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that actually that fits.
Yeah, so maybe that's what's going on. Um, yeah. There's one other fight announced. It wasn't for the Vancouver card, but it was the I can't remember. Maybe it's the Noche card? The John Silva Diego Lopez card? Maybe.
Okay.
Raul Rosas Jr. Chiwiwis against Rob Font. Um,
Alright, alright.
what are your thoughts on that fight?
Uh, eh. I mean,
Eh, okay. I mean, I
are you
think
particularly excited for it? I mean, it's kinda just
I'm like a little surprised that they're doing it. Um, because I thought they wanted Chiwiwi to be like a star. And Rob Font, when he went up against Adrian Yanez, who their young star, he beat him in a round. When
Mhm.
he went up against Kyler Phillips, who was like another big like prospect, he beat him. And when he went up against Matsumoto, who was supposed to be another like up and coming prospect, he beat him. And so I'm like, Rob Font's like an old man who beats up the youngins, and he's gonna throw Chewiwis in there. And like Chewiwis is all about I got to take you to the ground and then submit you. And Rob Font's very hard to take to the ground, and he hits fucking hard. So I'm like,
Mhm.
you're gonna just hurt this kid. Um, so I don't know. I don't know why they're jumping him up so high. They could have him fight Eamon Zahabi. He'd probably do better. You know. Uh, so yeah, I'm a little confused why that's the fight they went with. Some of the
Mhm.
matchmaking that they're doing recently, I'm a little. It's a bit puzzling. A bit puzzling. Um, but who cares? Because we're never gonna have to buy a pay per view again, right? Except Dana White says like they're definitely gonna do pay per views like
Right,
that.
right, yeah.
Like now they're like, oh no, hold on. There's still gonna be like 5, 10 pay-per-views each year. Don't worry. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this Paramount Plus thing is silly. Did you
Yeah,
see, I
it's
think it was a
nothing.
Bloomberg article or Forbes that like every wealth advisory, every like consulting agency that like keeps track of like mergers and acquisitions is like Paramount Plus way overpaid for the value that they'll probably be able to extract from the UFC.
No, I mean, but I mean that was pretty obvious when they yeah,
Yeah.
but that is like a record-setting deal for just one thing, so
Dude, man, I mean, they paid almost double what now, Disney botched the fuck out of the Star Wars thing, or maybe they didn't. I think they probably made back their return, but or made back what they paid, but like they paid 4 billion for that, and like Paramount is paying nearly 8 billion for the UFC. You think
yeah.
it's twice as valuable as a brand and product as fucking Star Wars? Like
Yeah, right.
the most popular franchise thing ever outside of what, maybe like Call of Duty or the Bible, you know? Like
Wow.
it's nuts. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I we'll see over these next 7 years. I mean, we'll probably all be dead then, but like
I
I
mean,
guess
yeah.
we'll see. I guess we'll see. And apparently more and more discussion around the UFC White House event. Sounds like they're sent people out there to like look at the lawn and see how they're gonna do it. Um, nuts, man, just
I hate
nuts.
that. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Well, let's talk about something I hate even more.
Oh my god, yeah, this is ridiculous.
The big announcement.
Yeah.
November 14th, Friday night, before the UFC on MSG card, is going to be a Netflix boxing card headlined by Netflix's favorite fighter, Jake Paul. And who is he facing? None other than former respectable boxer, Tank Davis.
Yep.
Talk to me, Colin. Say words. I don't. I don't even know where to begin with this.
Well, you mentioned this, like, had Tank Davis, like, staunched,
Lamont Roach.
yeah, that he was gonna be lined up to fight Jake Paul, and I was like, "Alright, that's just, like, a crazy, weird rumor. Glad it's not happening because that's, like, just a ridiculous thing." And then this announcement came out. I don't really I don't know, man. There's no win in this fight, and I hope Tank Davis gets paid a lot and then just gets to retire and not do anything stupid ever again, you know? Like
Well, I think that's what this is. Tank Davis has talked about before the Lamont Roach fight because he was supposed to face, like, everyone wanted him to face Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson,
right.
Teofimo Lopez. He never ended up fighting. Oh man, I'm totally. Who's your favorite little Ukrainian man?
Lubachenko.
Lomachenko. Jesus Christ. He never fought like all of these other really renowned peers in his division, right? And we've
Mhm.
been like chomping. I mean, I guess he fought Ryan Garcia. When Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia, before we all fully admitted that he sucked. But like he never fought any of those people, and so when he fought Lamont Roach, everyone was like, "Why is he fighting Lamont Roach?" And it was he handpicked him because he thought he'd be an easy win, so that he could win that fight, have whatever belt he has, and then go, great, I'm just gonna cash out with Jake Paul, and then I'll be done with boxing.
Right.
But then that backfired because he fucking lost that fight, even though it's a draw. And then rather than like going back to collect a big payday on the rematch, and then he could still probably fight Jake Paul, even if he lost. I think he's just ready to cash out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what this sounds like to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because what Tyson got reportedly paid 20 million to fight him on Netflix, and so probably Tank Davis is making that much because Tank Davis is like really the only pay-per-view star outside of like Canelo in boxing
Right.
right now,
Yeah, yeah.
um, or like Anthony Joshua. Uh, right. I guess as an American fighter, he is the only pay-per-view star.
Mhm.
So they know that it'll probably do decent, but like I don't know if it'll do decently because who is this fight for?
Right. I mean, I guess they
Right?
have online beef, so you could market that, I guess.
Do they? Like, do the Jake Paul fans know who Tank Davis
No,
is?
no, of course not.
And right, because with Tyson, you got people who are like, I remember Tyson. I've heard of Jake Paul. I'm a 45-year-old man in Wisconsin who hasn't watched combat sports since the 80s. Right? Like,
Yeah.
that's who watched that. But no boxing fan is like, I can't wait to watch Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. And no
Right.
Jake Paul fan knows who Tank Davis is. So also the visual of this thing is gonna be so stupid looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though I guess like Jake Paul fighting a nearly 70-year-old man was stupid.
But, like, Tank Davis is, like, 40 or 50 pounds lighter and, like, 6 inches shorter. Like,
Yeah.
this will look like a freak show fight.
Yeah, because he is 6 inches shorter. He fights at 135. He can go up to 140. Jake Paul fought at what, 220 against Tyson, but then he usually fights around 200. And I think his lowest fight, which was his first one, was like 175, 180.
Yeah.
So let's say Tank doesn't cut any weight and lets himself be a little fat. We say what he's probably going to weigh 150.
At most, because he usually, like, walks around at his fighting weight.
Yeah, he's like a 140, 145er, like,
Yeah.
max.
Yeah,
But let's say he
max.
puts a little weight on, right? He drinks a gallon of water before he gets on the scale, so he's 150. Jake Paul is gonna be cutting probably down to 1 if he can even make 175 now. Um,
I think it's set for like 190, right?
but, like, what's the, like, rules, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, it
Yeah.
hasn't been announced. Like, what is this going to be an actual like professional fight, which not like an
It
exhibition?
can't it
Like,
can't be,
I
right?
don't
Like,
know.
you can't legally have a 50-pound weight disparity. Like, that's yeah. Um, well, and what's weird to me is, like, what's supposed to happen after this is he fights Tank Davis, and then he's gonna fight Anthony Joshua, and it's just like, this is what? Um, I guess I
Yeah,
have,
that
like, 2
progression doesn't make sense at all.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, and also, like, Anthony Joshua, even if he's washed, like, he'll still really hurt Jake Paul because like, he killed Francis Ngannou, and I would still pick Francis Ngannou to kill Jake Paul, right? Like,
Right, right.
because Anthony Joshua, even if he's, like, washed, he's still a boxer under the age of 40 who had belts, you know? Like,
Mhm.
so, okay, 3 questions about this fight,
All right.
and then we'll stop talking. Number 1, what do you think this fight looks like? Like, how do you think this, like, turns out?
Dude, I don't know because like Jake Paul is very hesitant and does not like initiate
Yeah.
uh for his when he matches up, and Tank Davis has habitually slow starts the fight. So I think the first few rounds are going to be super boring, not just because of what kind of fighters they are, but because of the height and weight disparity. Like neither one will be able to really figure out what to do. Uh, and I think it's going to be a super boring fight. And there might be moments where Tank kind of blitzes Jake Paul and Jake Paul may not know what to do. But at the same time, like I have no idea what this is going to look like because Tank Davis is a skilled fighter and hits hard, but also fights other people who are 140 or 133. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's like he hits hard for 140. I mean, maybe he hits hard for 145, but like, dude, I mean, you know this, and hopefully anyone that listens to this, though there's like what 3 of you and half of you are bots, know this. Like, especially in boxing, power does not transfer up more than a few weight classes, and if it does, it's very unique. And even if he could translate his power, Tank Davis, up, let's say 20 pounds. We're at the 160. We're in the Canelo range,
yeah,
right? And the Joseph Benavidez range. Like, even if his power translated up there, that doesn't mean it's gonna translate up to cruiserweight where Usyk used to fight. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's there is no way he even retains 50% of his stopping power. He can still hit hard, but like it's so different with 60 extra pounds moving through space.
But a big thing with Tank is also his like speed and reaction time. Like
Yeah.
that also doesn't necessarily carry up in weight. And we're even saying if he were to gain weight, he's not
Yeah.
going to. He's going to stay at this. So like yes, he'll be the same fighter, but you're still going up against someone who is a lot bigger, has a lot of range on you. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no win for Tank Davis on this fight.
No, I don't think there's any win for anyone because, like, the man. Okay, so he is 6 inches taller and has a 9-inch reach advantage. Jake Paul over Gervonta Davis and
Yeah.
50 pounds.
And
If
this is boxing. This is not MMA where he
yeah,
could like kick or go for a grapple or anything like that.
yeah, yeah, he's not gonna like Marcelo Garcia be like little man beating big men with my superior style grappling. Okay, yeah, because I think you're right. Like the best thing that this could look like is Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather,
Yes,
right?
that's
Because that's
exactly what I was thinking.
right, and that fight sucked, and like Floyd Mayweather even was kind of shocked by like, oh man, even when he was marching down Logan Paul and hitting him as hard as he could, like it was not having the effect that he wanted
Right.
because it's just a bigger person, and like that fight ended up being Logan Paul, and we see Jake Paul do this all the time, just hanging on his opponents, just like jabbing and then immediately getting into a clinch and like
Mhm.
wearing on them. And with 50 extra pounds, it'll be so easy for him to just kind of like fall on. and just wear him out
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Or be so far out of range and jabbing, like ineffectually, that Tank Davis can't close the distance,
Yeah.
really, because he's got to cover what 9 inches at reach disadvantage. So like he's got to step through like crazy to try to crack Jake Paul with a counter.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna happen.
No,
Um,
no.
so either this fight is super boring and terrible, or what happens if Jake Paul like knocks out Tank Davis?
I think that would be, like, possibly the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, because that would look bad from like from a visual standpoint, right? Like this huge man beating up
Yeah,
this little man.
and that's
And
the only thing, like, people will remember for Tank Davis.
yeah. Now,
Like, got knocked out to Jake Paul, like, that's
yeah. But I mean, there's kind of no shame in boxing to getting knocked out by. Because like even like a shitty cruiserweight, I would pick over Tank Davis in a legit boxing match, right? And that's what Jake Paul is. He is like he's not just an influencer who doesn't. He's not like a celebrity boxing person. He like is a very journeyman, middle of the road cruiserweight,
Mhm.
right? It's only because he has a celebrity that we're treating him differently, and like we understand the business and how he's like marketed himself and yada yada. He's only gotten to this position because of his YouTube fame, blah blah blah. But like you watch, he throws a jab properly. He takes his training seriously. He is fighting people occasionally that are within like the boxing realm. And like I bet if he fought like a journeyman um cruiserweight, he has a chance of winning a very bad fight. But like,
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, but I wouldn't pick Tank Davis in boxing over because there's weight classes for a motherfucking reason. And there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like 10 weight classes in between them for a reason. This isn't like, oh, this isn't Bud Crawford going up 3 weight classes to fight uh Canelo, where you're like, well, Canelo's on the downswing and 3 weight classes is a big jump, but Bud Crawford was big for his division and he might be the most talented boxer alive currently. So maybe this will be interesting, right? Even though
Mhm.
there's still a huge size disparity. This is like 50 fucking pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't
That
know.
can't be overstated enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so and people won't, right? People will go like, "Well, no, it should be." But like, dude, there's weight classes for a reason. There's there yeah, if there was a division of basketball players that were all under 5'5", and then a division of basketball players all over 6 foot, and then you match them up together, like, we know who's going to win,
Yeah.
right? You know, there's like there's reasons for these things. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it is just a sellout, and I think probably Tank Davis. I mean, dude, if he wasn't willing to take that Lamont Roach fight again, a fight he handpicked and then lost, and then like took a knee during the fight, claiming that it shouldn't have counted as a knockdown because I should be allowed to take a knee. Like he's checked out, man. Well, and then he got what arrested after for more domestic abuse stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's so checked out. Like you know, in a world where nobody kind of cares anymore about values or integrity or like really anything other than getting that bag, um, I guess you know you show me the incentives, I'll show you the outcomes. Like this is what we get from American boxing.
Yeah,
Like this
yeah.
is this is the biggest fight you can like legitimately. This is the biggest fight you can make in American boxing. There's
Which
like
is
no two
wild
ways
to
about it.
say.
Yeah, and, like, that's not hyperbole or, like, "Oh, I'm being cynical, and so I'm saying something purposely inflammatory." Like, legitimately, there are no 2 bigger stars in American boxing, and you can put them together because everyone knows it's a freak show fight.
Yeah.
Um, right? There's no integrity of the sport at the moment that anyone cares about,
Mhm.
other than what? 10,000 hardcore boxing fans? There are
Yeah.
literally dozens of us, Colin. Literally dozens. Um, it's so yeah. I don't know, man. What a and like the thing that I think about is like Jake Paul admitted he knew that like hurting Mike Tyson in that fight would be bad PR and would look bad. So he carried Mike Tyson. And so we all sat there and watched as nobody did anything because Jake Paul didn't
Mhm.
want to hurt Mike Tyson. He's gonna know the same thing with Tank Davis, right? He's gonna know he can't throw that overhand right that killed Tyron Woodley. right? He knows that he can't do that um, because it would look bad. It would look like him picking on a little tiny dude.
Yeah.
And then that's going to spoil, and it's going to be on Netflix too. And so, like, if he does that and a bunch of like just random people are watching it, they're going to go like, "Oh my god, why did they let this happen?" And then that's going to damage his ability to get a fight with Anthony Joshua. And this perfectly sets it up because if he beats Tank Davis and just like let's say just absolutely blanks him across all, I assume it's going to be 10 rounds.
Mhm.
Um, Anthony Joshua has like I'm sure they've already queued up a tweet from Anthony Joshua saying, "Why don't you pick on someone your own size?" Right? And then now you have him fight Anthony Joshua. And then that's got to be the full sell like sell sellout fight for Jake Paul because they can do that in Wembley Stadium, probably still sell a decent amount of tickets. Maybe not
Mhm.
90,000, but could probably still sell decently because it's Anthony Joshua and people in England love Anthony Joshua and hate
Yeah.
Jake Paul. And like that is the first fight. I don't know. I kind of suspected the Anderson Silva fight he might get a little bit more banged up, but um Anthony Joshua really is the first fight where we're like, there is a real good chance that Jake Paul could get fucking demolished.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't really like. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this fight. I gotta like, but just weird, dude. Just
Yeah.
weird.
I
You know?
I'm when you first said this as a rumor, I was like, great, it's a rumor. There's no way this would ever actually happen. And now it's actually fucking happening. So it's like, we
Yeah,
like live in fucking bizarro world over here.
yeah. We live in the worst timeline. It is right
Yeah.
because they're probably both gonna make 20 million from this. I know Jake Paul made what 40 million for the Mike Tyson one. This will not be as big as the Mike Tyson. I don't even know if
No.
it'll be half as much, right? But maybe it'll do the same numbers as the Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano 3, which is still
Yeah.
pretty good. Because what was
Yeah,
that? Was that
still
like 20 million?
20 million, I think.
Yeah, so that's still pretty good. I just I like if there's anything that I can predict on this fight is just like it's like every single Jake Paul fight. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun to watch.
Right.
Right? It will mean nothing, it will tell us nothing, and it won't even be, like, worth the minutes of your life for the entertainment value, you know?
Yeah.
And if Tank Davis does somehow knock out Jake Paul or drop Jake Paul, because like, the one thing I can maybe cling on to is, like, Tank Davis maybe gets inside and lands a really hard body shot
Yeah. Yeah.
to Jake Paul, and then Jake Paul gets dropped by that, but, like, again, I can't even imagine that he can get inside because Jake Paul needs to do is, like, push him away and have his arms out, like mummy guard, just like pushing him away so he can't get close. A 9-inch reach advantage is crazy.
Yeah.
And these I know like Usyk and Fury had what a 45-pound weight disparity. And I think there was like a 5 or 6 inch reach advantage for Tyson, but like Usyk is one of the greatest pound for pound and still a big man too, like
Yeah.
he can,
Yeah.
you know, um I but I feel like this fight's gonna be even worse than the Tyson fight. It's
The
it's
difference
just
between a natural 190 and a 240 person is way less significant than a 135 or 140 and a 190 pounder. Like
yeah,
having like fought most of my career at like the 130 to 140 range and having sparred like some bigger people, it's not the fucking same. Like
yeah. Well, because if you just think about it, like if you're like 135 and you're fighting someone that's 190, they're 40% more of you,
yeah.
right? They're almost an extra half of you. Whereas if it's like 190 to 200 something, it's only 10%, 20% of you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Dude, it's weird. It's weird. Like we're gonna have this because like in a way the Bud Crawford Canelo one is also kind of a cash out fight. It has the
Mhm.
potential to be really interesting though because Bud Crawford could do this like almost unthinkable thing in beating Canelo. Um, and there's a potential for that to actually happen, and I think it actually will happen. But it is still again like a strange freak show fight where you know 3 weight class differences. Canelo's not fighting his mandatories. Um, it's boxing, man. It's just weird.
Dude,
It's always been a weird kind of circus sport, but we for a time there when it was boxing hot boy summer, it was on the straight and narrow. It felt good, and now
Yeah, we're getting back to
that
the
was
freak show.
yeah, yeah, and this
Dude,
one is the biggest freak show.
speaking of Canelo and Terrence Crawford, I saw a clip with them doing like a side by side interview with this British personality, Pierce Morgan. Do you know him?
Ew. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know who Pierce Morgan is. That like
Okay, okay.
loathsome dung eater. Yeah,
But it this showed just like how psychotic boxers are because on the on the surface they're pretty well put together. They speak well. They have good they have good personalities, right? Like they are good images for boxing. Would you agree for Canelo and Terrence Crawford?
yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Pierce Morgan for some reason asked, so like if you just punched me, like what would it take? Could you kill me with like one shot? Or could you kill me if you were to punch me? And Canelo, like stone face, says, absolutely. Yes. It would only take one punch from me to kill you. And Terrence
Yeah.
Crawford says, I wouldn't need it. I would choke you. like they're just two fucking psychopaths just like smiling, looking at Pierce Morgan, basically admitting, like, yeah, I would murder you, and this is how I would do it. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'd pay to see it. It's well, both of them too are. I think especially Terrence Crawford. Um, Terrence Crawford's got a little bit of that John Jones in him, by which I mean not the like erratic behavior and beating up of women. I just mean like when you watch John Jones fight, you could kind of see the delight and the glee in him harming other people.
oh yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
like something that made John Jones so good was like when he kept just wrenching Glover Teixeira's like shoulder out of its socket and then elbowing him directly in the face. Like he delighted in embarrassing people and hurting them.
Yeah.
Um, and Terrence Crawford fights that same way. You can
Mm.
kind of see that he is so about like I find fulfillment in the harm I inflict on other people in the ring. And Canelo's kind of like that. I think Canelo is a little bit more. He delights in like just embarrassing other people with how good he
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Um, even if like no harm really comes to them, he still delights in being like, "Look at how stupid you are for trying to fight me." Whereas Terrence Crawford, I feel like he when he starts putting the hurt on people, you can tell he's like, "Yeah, this is what it's about. It's about it's what's Conan the Barbarian's line? What is the greatest thing in life? To defeat your enemies, to hear the
Oh,
lamentations of their women, right? Like that's they both they're about it. They're about it. Yeah, it's yeah, no, they're crazy. I mean,
yeah.
you have to be
To be a professional fighter, yeah, yeah.
to be quite legitimately one of the like of 7 billion people, you're a top 50 best at punching someone in the face. Like the best thing, better than 6.9999 billion people, you're better at punching someone until they give up. Like it's pretty crazy. That's
Yep,
pretty crazy.
yep.
Yeah. So I think all really good boxers are kind of psychopaths, because you kind of have to be.
Yeah,
But I think Canelo and Crawford are uniquely, even amongst elite psychos, they are uniquely psycho.
yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen it always in the like you said, in their fighting style, but for them to, like, legit just say it out loud, it's like, "Ah, there it is." Like
Yep. He always knew it. He always knew it, right?
yep.
And and like a lot of those dudes really pride themselves on that,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And they like really. That's like what there's some autobiography about a special forces guy, and he said like as he got older, the thing that he disliked the most about aging was that he wasn't as dangerous as he used to be.
Mm.
Right, like, that was the thing that annoyed him in life, was not like, "Oh, I've lost a sense of purpose," or "My dick doesn't work," or like, "Time is moving on, the youths are saying things, I'm unhappy with the he's like, "I can't kill people as good as I used to." And you're like, "That's a weird value to hold, my man." Um, and that's kinda I like, kinda what happens with boxers and, like, Tyson, and Tyson's talked about that, right? Like, not being
Yeah.
the conqueror that he used to be and, like, wanting to be that, and trying to move away from needing that sense of I'm a conqueror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to watch them punch Piers Morgan though. That would be cool. I would pay to watch that. That'd be better than Jake Paul Tank Davis, right? Like let's get Piers Morgan in there. Let's give him 2 knives too. I'd give Piers Morgan 2 knives. Have him fight Canelo Alvarez. Or Piers Morgan Tank Davis. I'd watch that. Or fucking no, let's give him an even bigger weight advantage. Piers Morgan versus Inoue in the Tokyo Dome. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll watch that shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, that was our smorgasbord episode.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch the Shanghai card. Other cards are coming up. Jake Paul Tank Davis. American boxing is in severe decline. Ugh. Well, anyway, at least we know that Bud Crawford wouldn't even punch Piers Morgan. He would just choke him.
Yes.
All right, everybody. This has been Two Fight Fans Podcast. I'm One Fight Fan Stuart.
I'm the other Colin.
I'm going to give it 3 months into the Paramount deal before they announce that they're going back to the pay-per-view model.
Oh no.
And you can hold me to that.
I'm saying
All
6.
right.
I'll say 6 months.
All right, 6. All right.
Bye.
We'll see who's closer. All right. Bye, everyone.